dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59 on Wednesday, June the 12th. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News This Morning. Yesterday, absolutely beautiful. Zero complaints, no complaints whatsoever. And if you have a complaint about yesterday's weather, you can take it up with me because it was perfect. So let's bring Brandon in this morning. And Brandon, please tell me we're going to see what we saw yesterday today.
Probably not. For the first half of the day, I think we'll see sun and clouds. I know. But again, it's just going to be one of those situations where we're going to see those chances for showers and storms start to pick up today as that cold front moves into the region. Let's take a look at the satellite and radar. A few clouds around this morning, but still dry. That's the good news for you as you head out the door. But we zoom it out to the regional view, and you can see that rain off to the distance there out toward Missouri and Kansas City. We're looking at temperatures very mild this morning. 50s, low 60s, not too bad at all. The out the door forecast is going to feature temperatures that only get into the mid 70s today, so similar to the temperature set from yesterday. We'll pick up those chances for showers and storms, though, later into the afternoon and evening. I'll talk more about that coming up here in just a few minutes. Will?
Alrighty, Brandon, thank you. Another officer involved shooting in eastern Kentucky. This one started simply as a warrant being served, but turned into a deadly scuffle with people across the street. I talked with officers involved to find out more.
When officers arrived at Whole School Road Monday night, it was just to serve a warrant.
Attention was focused back on the residence where the search warrant was being executed.
As they were working there, two people were outside a house across the street.
The two individuals came outside and encountered two officers, two troopers. They saw that one of those individuals appeared to have a firearm on him.
In between their commands to drop the weapon to the two people making their way around a house, they ran upon two other police officers, and that's when things took a turn for the worse.
And they too gave commands for the individual to drop the firearm, at which time there was an exchange of gunfire.
Now, Tuesday marks just 3 weeks since the last officer-involved shooting in Perry County.
Don't want to say that it's a pattern, but it just seems that issues and circumstances like this are becoming, I won't say common, but they're happening more often than they have in the past.
Now, in an area where people who did not want to go on camera say is notorious for drugs, everyone is on edge.
Now, the state trooper was still at Hazard ARH as of noon yesterday, but he has been returned home and is expected to make a full recovery. Police have not released the name of the trooper or the person killed. It has been a month and a half since a devastating fire killed 3 people in Harlan County. 2 twin toddlers died in that fire. Days later, their mother, Allison, died as a result of her burns. The only survivor was Allison's husband and the twins' father, Chad Howard, who has a long road of recovery ahead. 80% of his body was burned. Doctors think he will be in ICU for another 6 months and in aftercare for 2 years. Despite all that, doctors say his body is slowly starting to heal. Chad's brother told our Connor James it's been a very hard time for Chad, dealing with the loss of his wife and 2 kids.
He has nightmares and anxiety. I'd got him an iPad so he could look at Facebook and see that all the love and support he's getting from people around the country, and sometimes he just breaks down when he sees a picture or something.
Chad's brother says after this is all said and done, he will move to Florida as it is too painful to come back to Harlan. Well, 25 years ago today, O.J. Simpson was accused and later acquitted of murdering his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend Ronald Goldman. After an infamous freeway police chase, O.J. Simpson was arrested and charged with the killings. His nearly 9-month-long trial, dubbed the trial of the century, became a massive and divisive public spectacle. Law professor Lori Levinson believes the case forever changed the public's perception of the legal system.
For a lot of people, this is the first time, if they hadn't sat as a juror, that they actually saw what happened in the courtroom, and much of it bothered them. The issues of race bothered them, the celebrity lawyers bothered them, the theatrics bothered them, and we're still living with some of that effect.
While O.J. Simpson was found liable for the deaths in a civil court case, no one was ever convicted criminally for Nicole and Ron's murders. Their killings today are still officially listed as unsolved. 6 people were killed at Florida International University last year when a walkway at the school collapsed on March 15, 2018. According to a newly released OSHA report, there were multiple texts and emails from crew members worried about the growing cracks, but concerns were dismissed. In fact, engineers had inspected the bridge hours before it collapsed, but said the cracks did not pose any immediate safety risks. Well, look at this massive road collapse in China. This was at a construction site in Nanning City near the border with Vietnam. Workers at the site closed the road after finding some cracks. That's when the road completely gave way. Thankfully, no one was killed, though it is unclear if anyone was hurt. Investigators are now trying to find out what went wrong. Students and staff at Johnson County Middle School are sending well wishes to one of their teachers as she goes into retirement. Pam Burton became a teacher at 21 and taught for the Johnson County School District for more than 30 years. She coached the academic and future problem-solving teams to many regional, state, and even world titles.
I'm proud of them all. I'm proud of all the kids I've taught, but I think that they have inspired me. They're patient with me, and I make mistakes and they forgive me. And so I think I'm very blessed.
Pam says though she may be retired, she plans to continue being active in the school system. I've gotten to know Pam over the past couple of months working with the Johnson County middle schoolers on their jewel breakers, and she is a gem of a woman. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News this morning. Just ahead, we will tell you which state was recently named the most fun of them all.
After a bit of a chilly start to the morning, we should start today pretty nice. Unfortunately, storms could be around by this evening. I'll have the latest forecast in about 3 minutes.